In today's video, we will be talking about sweet gourmand vanilla fragrances. If you're interested, then just keep watching. Hi, my name is Ayesha from simplyayesha.com. Here on YouTube, I make videos about fragrance, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. If those are things you're interested in, please consider subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is for the gourmand girlies who love vanilla. So as I said, we're going to be talking about sweet vanilla fragrances that are all what I consider gourmand fragrances. Now, if you're not really into like edible smelling fragrances, then my next video will be some vanilla fragrances that are not super edible smelling. And I think they will work for a variety of tastes. So make sure you're subscribed and you have your notification bell on because I have a ton of fragrances for that video, so you do not want to miss it. In today's video, I have 15 fragrances to share with you all. So grab a snack, grab some juice, grab some coffee or some wine, whatever you're feeling, and sit back and relax. I'm going to go quickly on all of these fragrances. So if there's a fragrance that you want to know more about and I don't already have a review on it, definitely you can ask that in the description box and I can pencil that in on my request for 2024. So let's go ahead and get into these fragrances. These are in no particular order, but this first fragrance that I have to share with you is from Profumo di Firenze, and this is Buontalenti. Kind of focused on more like cold weather vanillas, but this is one of the vanillas that I actually wear year round. So this one is sweet. It has some fruity nuances to it. I believe I can smell like banana and maybe strawberry. Definitely very like fruity, lively. And the vanilla in this is more of like an ice cream vanilla. So it's definitely creamy, not so much lactonic, but this one is definitely a lighter wearing fragrance. So for those of you who want to wear vanillas, but you live in a warm climate, this one will be a great option because it's not too much. It's not going to be overpowering. It's quite light wearing. And like I said, I do wear this one in the summer. So I'm not really sure how it would stand up in the depths of winter, especially if you live in a very cold climate. But I think this one could serve a purpose of giving you that fun, playful, but not childlike vanilla that may brighten up some of those cold, gloomy, dark days of winter. So again, this is Buontalenti by Profumo di Firenze. This next fragrance is from the Dior Privé line, and this is Vanilla Diorama. So this one is a sweet, thick vanilla. The vanilla in this is a little bit spicy. It's almost a little bit boozy and a slight bit smoky, which doesn't sound gourmand, right? But it is. It's sweet and it's thick and it has this beautiful orange scent to it. And I'm not talking about orange blossom. I'm talking about like orange the fruit, but it's like a sweetened orange and vanilla scent. This is beautiful. It's thick. It's rich. But at the same time, I don't find it to be cloying. It is sweet and I would definitely categorize it as a gourmand. And I definitely think it works well in cold weather, but I don't find that it sits too heavily on the skin. It's not a skin scent, but it has that quality to it that I like to call like a transparent quality. Like it feels like it just like glides over the skin and it projects, but it's not something that's so like suffocating if you get my drift. So I love this one. This is one that I find to be cozy and comforting, but I could also wear this on a date night. There's something a little bit sexy about this. There's something that gives it an extra boost. And a lot of times, a lot of vanilla fragrances I don't necessarily find to be sexy. They don't really like say date night to me, especially not my gourmand vanillas, but this is one that's pretty versatile in my opinion. So again, that is Vanilla Diorama from Dior. This next fragrance is from Attar Collection, and this is Crystal Love for Her. So this fragrance is one that I find a little bit difficult to explain for some reason. It is a sweet gourmand, and I do think vanilla's at the forefront of this, but in addition to the vanilla, I feel like there's some either chocolate or cocoa powder in this that's just giving it this different take. I don't know if maybe it's white chocolate. Maybe that's what it is. There's something that is different about this fragrance. It also kind of smells like it has maybe some caramel nuances in the back of it. And I just find that when I explain this fragrance, I feel like whatever I say doesn't really do it justice because it's one of those fragrances that, I don't know, it's hard for me to put my finger on why I love it and why I think it's unique. But it's one that you just kind of have to smell. I know y'all probably hate when people say that, but honestly, it's true. This one is really good. It's not expensive either. And again, this one is cozy, comforting, but it also can go like daytime, it can go nighttime, but it also can go out on a date. You know, I feel like it's very versatile. And again, this is one that I find myself being able to reach for year round. So again, that is Crystal Love for Her by Attar Collection. The next fragrance I have is from Navitus Parfums, and this is their collaboration with Sharita M here on YouTube. And this one is called Mani Casanad. So this one is a beautiful, thick, rich, dense vanilla. So if you like your sugary sweet vanillas, but you want them to be complex, then I would suggest maybe getting your nose on this. So this one, like I said, it's a vanilla, but it has brown sugar in here. It smells like it has some sort of nutty nuance to it. Not really sure what kind, but it smells like there's some nutty nuance in the bag. And then it also has this very warm, kind of toasty smell. And the toasty smell kind of can go a little bit in the smoky direction. I wouldn't call this a smoky scent, but it definitely has this kind of warm, burning feel to it. That sounds bad, but I promise it's a good thing. So if you like fragrances like By the Fireplace from Maison Margiela, then I really think you would like this. They are not dupes. However, they put me in the same mindset with the warm, like burning smell. Now, By the Fireplace to me is a lot more literal, and it's definitely like more smoky, more like woody. But I feel like if you wanted a more gourmand, more vanillic version of that, then go for this one. And the vanilla in here smells kind of like vanilla ice cream. So it's not that kind of dry vanilla. It is definitely a sweet, kind of creamy vanilla scent. So it's beautiful in my opinion. And this lasts a long time on the skin. It performs really, really well. So if you're looking for like a beast vanilla, I don't know if I would call this a beast mode vanilla, but it's pretty projecting. So if you're looking for like a stronger vanilla with more presence and you want to smell it the entire time, then definitely check out Mani Casanad. She did a great job on this fragrance. Sharita M and the perfumer, of course. So definitely check this out if you're interested. I'm not sure if it's still in stock, but if it's not, Navitus restocks all the time. So just get on their waiting list and I think they will notify you when it's back in stock. Anyway, again, that is Mani Casanad. This next fragrance is from Jimmy Choo, and this is called Vanilla Love. So this one is more of a light, airy, fluffy vanilla, but still quite cozy. So this vanilla is sweet, but I feel like it's kind of like tame. So if you like a gourmand leaning vanilla, but you can't stand anything too sweet, this one may be for you. This one has this brightness about it. I'm not sure of the notes, honestly, but when I smell it, I feel like there's definitely some sort of sweet citrus in this fragrance. I don't know if it's lemon because it doesn't really smell that sharp to me, but my guess would be like a candied lemon and vanilla type scent. That's how I kind of categorize this. And this again is quite airy. It gives you like fluffy, cozy vibes. Definitely more of a daytime scent for me, or like a nighttime, bedtime scent. Not anything I would necessarily wear on a night out, but it's a great everyday scent. And it's gorgeous. And this one goes on sale on discounters sometimes. So I would say that if you're interested, make sure you check out my link below. I will link it if I can still find it discounted, but full price of this, I don't know if I would pay it, but I think I paid around $100 for it, and it's definitely worth more than that. So it's gorgeous. It's really well done. It lasts pretty well and it's non-offensive. It would be the kind of fragrance that I feel like if you were a signature scent type of person, you could wear this probably every day. So again, that is Jimmy Choo Vanilla Love. This next fragrance is from Mesa Mataha, and this is Escapade Gourmand. So this fragrance is beautiful. This is one of those fragrances that went viral, I believe, on like Instagram or TikTok. And I waited a long time to buy it. And when I got it, first smell, I was a little bit underwhelmed because first smell, it kind of smells like a basic like cake batter type vanilla. It has that cake batter scent to it. However, when I put this on the skin, it just warms up and does what it's supposed to do. Now it's still a rather like basic vanilla, but so much more elevated than that. So on the skin, what I get is again, that cake batter type vanilla base, but it's warm and it's toasty. It reminds me of something like a creme brulee. Now I don't eat creme brulee, but it gives me like that picture in my mind when I smell this. It's just very warm and inviting. It also kind of has these kind of caramel like undertones to it. And this fragrance is thick, like she thick. So it lasts a long time. It doesn't project a ton, but it projects enough. Like people are going to smell it on you, but I don't find this to be a super cloying scent, although it is super sweet. So I really like that about this. I accidentally wore this out one time in the summer, like outside. And it wasn't too much. Like I wasn't planning on going anywhere. I was going to stay in the house that day, but then I ended up going out and about and it was super hot. But it honestly was still like okay. Like it probably wouldn't have been my scent of choice, but it didn't like give me a headache. And that does happen to me with fragrances that are too dense and too sweet if it's too hot outside. So I would highly recommend checking this out if you're interested in a higher end gourmand vanilla. What? What? No. So again, that is Maison Mataha Escapade Gourmand. The next fragrance I have is from Maison Tahiti, and this is Van Ecstasy. So if you are looking for a fragrance that is similar to the Escapade Gourmand that I just talked about, but you don't want to spend those dollars, then possibly check this one out. I do not think they smell the same. Let's just get that clear. I much prefer Escapade Gourmand over this one. But again, this one is a sweet kind of caramelized vanilla. It's beautiful. It has a little bit of that toasty feeling to it, but nowhere near as much as Maison Mataha. So if you smell the Maison Mataha one and it was too much for you, like as far as smell, then maybe check this one out. It's definitely a lighter vanilla experience, but it is good. And the price on these bottles, I think the 3.4 ounce bottle is like $100, I think. So they're pretty well priced. The bottles are nice. It's a niche fragrance house. The ingredients really smell well done on these. Is it my favorite vanilla? Absolutely not. But I do enjoy it. It definitely serves a purpose and it's great for layering if you're into that sort of thing. This I feel like can go as a base for so many different fragrances and just give them that little bit of extra sweetness. I also don't find this to be cloying and headache inducing. So again, that is Van Ecstasy from Maison Tahiti. This next fragrance is more of a complex vanilla, but I still think of it as a more gourmand leaning vanilla. So this one is Wonder Woman from the House of Sillage. This bottle is gorgeous. Now, if you had the earlier bottle of this, they are the same fragrance. I used to have the earlier bottle, so it may look like I haven't used this one, but I had the earlier bottle. Once I got this one sent to me from the brand, I gave the other bottle away. So I love this fragrance, so it's beautiful. This one is a sweet vanilla, but it's definitely deeper. When I smell this fragrance, I feel like there are a lot of fruits at the top. If I had to guess what kind, I would say maybe raspberry, but like a deep raspberry, maybe black currant. It's definitely giving like some juicy fruitiness to this more like dark, almost like a bourbon vanilla, but sweeter, more edible than most bourbon vanilla smell to me. It's gorgeous. This one is very pretty girl appropriate. However, I think a man could wear this as well because I don't feel like it's overly sweet. Like if a man is into like sweet vanilla fragrances, I definitely think they could pull this off. But when I think of it, I think of it as a feminine scent, but it's not overly sweet. It's not juvenile in any way, but it's still fun. It's still playful. It's still a little sexy. I love this. I would even wear this on date night. I find this to be appropriate for basically any occasion. It's that type of vanilla that if you're not into super sweet gourmand vanillas, but you want to kind of step your toe in it, but you need more, then definitely check out Wonder Woman because it is that more. It's that step up from a basic vanilla. It's a step up from just an average gourmand vanilla, but it still gives you those same type of vibes. So again, that is Wonder Woman from House of Sillage. I do have two more House of Sillage fragrances, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and do those next to get them out of the way. And all of these were sent to me, but these are my honest opinions. They were all sent to me a while ago. So this next fragrance is Hufflepuff. And I love the bright yellow color of this cupcake. Now, this is part of the Harry Potter collection, which I know nothing about Harry Potter, but I'm glad that it looks like a bottle that's jazzed up and not necessarily like Harry Potter down because I'm into Harry Potter. So I'm glad that this bottle is nice and just beautiful, whether you like Harry Potter or not. Anyway, this fragrance is even more beautiful. This one is a sweet vanilla. And this vanilla in here is I would say like a medium weight vanilla. So it's not like a dark vanilla, but it's not super, super airy either. It's kind of medium. It is sweet. It does smell a little bit creamy, kind of going in that ice cream route. And then you have these beautiful citruses. To me, I smell something like lemon, but I also smell something zesty, like possibly ginger, that really just brighten this up. This one I find to be a very easy wear. It wears well on the skin and it's kind of addictive. I feel like once you wear this fragrance, for some reason it makes me want to wear it again. Now, I don't wear it that often just because my cupcakes are kind of in this area that I just don't reach for them as much as I probably should. But when I do wear this, I immediately want to wear it again the next day. So if you can get this on sale, get it, y'all. It is a good vanilla that I think will work for a variety of tastes. And again, it's not too sweet. It's not juvenile at all. So again, that is Hufflepuff from House of Sillage. What do you need, Chloe?
Nothing.
The next fragrance that I have is Cream Chiffon. Now, I'm not sure if this one is still available, but this bottle is goals, y'all. I love this bottle. It's so fun and playful. And I know some of y'all probably think it looks childish, but I really enjoy this. I think this is like a grown-up looking cupcake. Anyway, with the cherry on top. But anyway, this fragrance to me is gorgeous and it's definitely not childish. So this one to me is another vanilla, but this one definitely has some citruses in it. I believe lemon is at the top of this fragrance, but if my memory serves me correct, it is iced lemon or something like that. Anyway, this reminds me of lemon meringue. So it's that type of lemony scent. It's not sharp at all. It's very creamy. And then it smells like there's some like whipped cream in this fragrance as well. So this one is a gourmand, but it's like a fluffy, airy gourmand. It is gorgeous. Very, very beautiful. Not extremely sweet, but this is one that it wears lightly. But honestly, every time I wear this fragrance, I get a compliment on it. Now, I don't know if it's because I live in a warm climate or it just smells different than what people are used to smelling, but this must just pop off my skin because every single time I wear this, I get a compliment. Although I find it to be a quite lightweight scent and it's something I wear for me, people seem to love this. It's so good. It's not juvenile at all, but it is fluffy and fun. And it's just something that makes me feel good every time I wear it. So you can see I have quite the dent for me in it. I don't know if y'all can tell. It's sometimes kind of hard to tell in these cupcakes, but for me, I have quite the dent. So at one point I was wearing this a ton. I kind of stopped because of course I got more fragrances and then also for a while it was not available. So again, I'm not sure if this is available now, but if it is, check out my description box for a link. So again, that is House of Sillage Cream Chiffon. This next fragrance is quite popular, but I actually feel like it's worth the hype. So this is from Giardini di Toscana and this is Bianco Latte. So this fragrance to me smells like a milky gourmand vanilla. The vanilla in here is thick, it's sweet, but it gives me like creaminess. It's so good smelling. Now, if you don't like milky fragrances, I don't know if you would like this or not. To me, it doesn't necessarily smell milky though. It smells like creamy more so than milky. So think like heavy whipping cream with vanilla. And there's like a touch of spice in this. And I don't know what it is, but there is a touch of spice to me in the background that I can pick up. I've heard people say different things that they don't pick up any spice in this. But for me, like my nose picks up a tiny bit of spice in the background. Don't know what it is, but it kind of reminds me of like chai spice in the background of this fragrance. But it's not overpowering or anything like that. But to me, it just gives it something different. And surprisingly, this fragrance lasts very, very well. It also projects really well for a vanilla. So again, if you're looking for one of those thick, projecting vanillas, but still not cloying, still not cheap smelling, still not juvenile smelling, definitely check this out. This is for the girls that used to love like Vanilla Bean Noel. Hopefully I'm getting that right, from Bath & Body Works, but you want like the grown-up sophisticated version. Try this one out. It's so good. It is so delicious smelling. So again, that is Bianco Latte from Giardini di Toscana. This next fragrance is from Gourmand, and this is Spiritueuse Double Vanille. Now, I initially couldn't decide if I wanted to put this in this video. I love this fragrance, but for me, it's not like the most gourmand vanilla. So I was trying to figure out which vanilla video I wanted to put this in, but ultimately I decided to put in this one because I do think it smells sweet and gourmand, but this one is super elevated. This one definitely has some spice to it. It has like a little bit of booziness to it. It's what I think of when I think of like the go-to high-end plain vanilla fragrance. It's beautiful. Is it worth the money? I don't know. I have a video talking more about this fragrance and comparing it to Angelique Noir, but as a fragrance lover, I'm really happy to have it in my collection, and it is absolutely stunning. So if you want to maybe step your foot into a more Gourmand vanilla, but you definitely want something like very elevated, very elegant, definitely check this one out. It has a lot of lovers for a reason. It is a really good vanilla. It doesn't project a ton, so let's just put that out there. For me, it doesn't project a ton, but when I wear it, I feel really good. I feel like I just smell really, really good. So again, that is Spirituis Double Vanille from Gourmand. This next fragrance is from Place des Lys, and this is Vanille. So this fragrance, again, is one of those fluffy vanilla fragrances. This one definitely has like a lemony undertone, but it's not too much lemon. So if you don't like lemon, you still may like this because I feel like it just adds a little bit of lift to this fragrance. But ultimately, this is like a very fluffy but cozy vanilla. It has this airiness to it. This is just one that makes me feel incredible when I wear it. It gives me cozy vibes. It gives me comforting vibes. It gives me, I'm not doing the most, but I'm still doing a lot, you know. But I wouldn't wear this on a date night or anything like that. To me, this is definitely around my house. This is a fragrance I would wear running errands when I just want to smell amazing, and I'm doing it just for me, y'all. I love this. You can see how big my dent is in this. I ordered this on a whim. And I could not have been more happy with this fragrance when I got it. It really surprised me. I like to layer this one over like more citrus body lotions if I want to bring out the vanilla. But really on its own, it really does what it's supposed to do. Now from the list that I already shared so far, this one to me is the most similar to Cream Chiffon. So if you can't get your hands on Cream Chiffon, definitely check this one out. Cream Chiffon definitely is more lemon forward than this one. However, both are good and they sit like in the same ballpark in my opinion. So again, that is Place des Lys Vanille. This next vanilla, I don't talk about often, but I do actually wear it. And I think I don't talk about it much because I mainly wear it to bed. Anyway, this is from the brand Finery, and this is called Sweet on the Outside. So to me, this is a sweet vanilla, obviously, like every fragrance in this video. But the vanilla in this almost smells a little bit marshmallowy. I don't think marshmallow is a note, but it definitely gives me a bit of like a marshmallow vibe. But then there's also some depth to this. Fragrance. So it kind of smells a bit woody in the background of this fragrance. So woodiness and a little bit of marshmallow, but everything is actually pretty well blended in this fragrance. I find this to be cozy and comforting. Again, this is one that I feel would layer well with a lot of different fragrances, and it performs pretty well, honestly. Again, I mainly wear it at night or around my house, but to my knowledge, it seems to perform really well. It has like a moderate projection. I'm not quite sure how long it lasts, but it has to last at least 6+ hours. And for the price of these fragrances, I feel like that's excellent. So it smells really well done. And although it's an inexpensive fragrance, I think it smells like more than what it costs. So definitely, if you're in the market for a vanilla and you don't want to spend a lot of money, which you honestly don't have to, if you don't want to spend a lot of money, go for this. And the bottle, to me, it doesn't look cheap either. Like I like these bottles. So again, that is Finery Sweet on the Outside. And then this last fragrance is from La Maison de la Vanille, and this is Vanille Fleurie de Tahiti. So this fragrance is a sweet, almost like tropical smelling vanilla. This is one that I like to wear in the summer, but it also works for the winter because it is quite thick and sweet. So the vanilla in here smells like vanilla ice cream kind of, but not really milky, but it has that kind of level of sweetness to it. And then there are some tropical like fruits in here. I couldn't tell you what kind, but it definitely smells like some tropical fruits that give this additional sweetness. It gives it kind of summertime vibes. However, I have worn this when it's cold and it stands up to the cold. So if you like those kind of like more tropical leaning fragrances, but you want something that is still like cold weather appropriate, definitely check this out. It is gorgeous. I never really hear anybody talk too much about this. I believe I heard about this fragrance from Jeanne Antoinette, which I love her. Y'all go check out her channel if you're not already subscribed to her. Go subscribe, okay? But she was the first person I heard talk about this years ago. And when I got my nose on it, I completely understood what she was talking about. I love this fragrance. It's fun. It's kind of tropical, but it's also sweet and thick and dense. And It's gorgeous. Again, not very expensive. I don't love the bottles on these. I'm willing to buy an ugly bottle if the fragrance smells amazing and it doesn't cost too much. Now, when we start getting up into like $200+, the bottle makes a difference, in my personal opinion. It makes a difference on whether or not I'm gonna spend my money on it if I hate the bottle. Anyway, fragrance is gorgeous. Again, this is Vanille Fleury de Tahiti from the brand La Maison de la Vanille. So those were the fragrances that I wanted to talk about in today's video. All of these fragrances smell high quality, but they are sweet gourmand vanillas. And of course, we talked about all the differences between them. Let me know if you've tried any of these fragrances. What is your favorite gourmand vanilla fragrance that you think still smells high quality and not kid-like? If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I upload videos every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, so I have tons of content you can check out in your free time. Also, check out my website, www.simplyayesha.com. Get on my email list over there. If you want to connect with me more, follow me over on Instagram. I'm in my stories over there almost every day, and I love to chat with y'all in my DMs. Also, follow me on TikTok. Follow me everywhere, guys. I have all the links to all these things down below. I hope you all enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.